Early this morning, Melbourne time, the Australian-born Mary Donaldson became Queen of Denmark as her husband Frederik replaced his mother to become King Frederik X. They sealed it with a kiss in front of a crowd estimated 100,000. The King got quite emotional, wiped away a tear, and he promised Danes to do what kings should do: unite.
At blive en samlende konge er i morgen. Det er en opgave, jeg har nærmet mig hele mit liv. Det er et ansvar, jeg tager på mig med respekt, stolthed og stor glæde.
I see many Australians, especially Tasmanians, loving the idea that even one of us can rise to royalty.
Good luck to her. Good on her.
Good on her.
Good on him. Yeah.
Good on her.
Oh, it's wonderful. Finally, an Australian on a throne somewhere.
He seems quite at home.
What happens when the crown barely settles and the applause fades, only for reality to knock loudly at the palace gates? Denmark's new royal era promised calm continuity, yet the first real test arrived faster than expected, and it did not target the king alone. It landed squarely on Queen Mary. Good day and welcome to Royal News Daily, where crowns come with footnotes and smiles often carry strategy. If you enjoy sharp royal insight served with wit and just enough bite, subscribe now and tap the notifications bell so you never miss what happens behind the velvet curtains. King Frederik stepped into the role with confidence and familiarity. The public knows his energy, his warmth, and his ease with people. But leadership is not measured by charm alone. It is tested when expectations collide, and suddenly Denmark expected reassurance, stability, and direction all at once. That is when Queen Mary found herself under a spotlight brighter than any tiara. The transition from crown princess to queen consort is not ceremonial, it is transformational. One day you support a future monarch, the next day you anchor a reigning one. Mary moved from partner to pillar overnight. Every appearance became a message, every expression carried meaning, and the public began reading between the lines with forensic enthusiasm. This first crisis was not loud. There were no dramatic announcements or explosive revelations. Instead, it was pressure by accumulation, the kind that builds quietly until posture changes, timing tightens, and warmth becomes controlled precision. Observers noticed Mary's composure sharpen, her engagements became deliberate, her presence grew more authoritative. This was not distance, this was adaptation. Think of it like a live broadcast where the script changes mid-sentence. Frederik needed to project calm leadership, while Mary had to embody continuity without overshadowing the crown. That balance is delicate. Too visible and she dominates the narrative. Too reserved and critics cry disengagement. There is no safe middle ground, only careful navigation. As Denmark adjusted to a new king, public curiosity intensified. Body language analysts, commentators, and casual viewers alike dissected every joint appearance. Was the partnership aligned? Was the pressure visible? Mary's response was subtle brilliance. She stopped reacting to commentary and started setting tone. When noise increases, authority often whispers. Frederik's leadership style began to take shape through consistency rather than spectacle. He focused on presence, duty, and reassurance. Mary mirrored that approach by reinforcing stability. Their coordination suggested a shared strategy rather than spontaneous display. That is how institutions endure, not through emotion, but through alignment. What made this crisis a crisis was timing. A new reign in a restless world. Public trust in institutions is fragile. Royal relevance is questioned more openly than ever. Frederik and Mary were not simply performing roles, they were defending purpose, and Mary carried much of that emotional labor. The scrutiny intensified because Mary symbolizes modern monarchy. An Australian-born queen consort represents accessibility, relatability, and change. yet modern expectations demand perfection without visibility. She was expected to be everything at once, warm yet restrained, present yet unobtrusive, relatable yet regal. That is a narrow path. Instead of bending, Mary recalibrated. Her appearances became fewer but stronger, her messaging clearer without being spoken. She embraced quiet authority, the kind that does not seek approval. Over time, the narrative shifted. What was once framed as pressure began to look like poise. Frederik benefited from this steadiness. While he established his authority as king, Mary fortified the monarchy's emotional foundation. Their partnership moved beyond romance into function. This was not a fairy tale adjustment, it was institutional maturity. The first crisis did not break them, it refined them. It revealed a royal partnership capable of absorbing pressure without public fracture. That is not accidental. That is preparation meeting reality. Denmark is watching a new era take shape, not through grand